Hi, this is Gareth Madison from Dynamax with some helpful tips on your Dynamax slide outs. So you're ready to take a big trip and want to load up your coach. You press the slide out button and nothing happens. Or worse yet, the fault code starts flashing. Don't panic. 99% of slide out issues are simply related to low voltage. Many times when your motorhome has been put away in storage, there is a good possibility that batteries are low. When attempting to operate the slide, it will sometimes not work or will trigger a fault code. By giving the batteries time to charge and clearing the fault code, you'll be back on your way in no time. The first step is to make sure that you are plugged in, the chassis engine is running, or the generator is running. That gives the coach batteries the extra support they need to operate the slide out. Once you know the batteries are fully charged and supported, you can operate the slide. If there is a fault code flashing, we need to clear that first. The first step is simply going to be to remove the wall-mounted panel with your slide out in and out buttons on it. And take out the two main screws using a Robertson or Phillips head screwdriver and then just ease the panel out of the wall. What you're looking for is access to these buttons on the back of the panel. On the bottom left of the back of the panel, you'll find the Set Stops button. Be sure not to hold it down longer than 1 second because you could clear the stop settings, in which case you will need to reset them. In most cases, when you clear the fault code, the slide will move again. If the fault code is flashing one red and one green, it may have lost its slide stops. This is what tells the slide how far to come in and how far to go out. To reset those slide stops, there are a few more steps. Along the top of the back of the panel, you'll find 4 motor buttons. Motor 1 and Motor 2 are on the top left. Press and hold the Set Stops button on the back of the wall touchpad for 5 seconds. The fault code and room movement LEDs will light as it is held down. After 5 seconds though, the green LED will begin flashing and the red LED will remain lit. You are now ready to set the retracted or in stop. You have to always set the in stop before you set the out stop. So to set a stop, you're simply going to press and hold the slide out motor buttons on the back of the wall touchpad that correspond with the slide out motors you want to move. These buttons correspond to the slide out motors. In other words, motor 1 might control this side of the couch and motor 2 might control this side of the couch. So if you only need to move motor 1 to straighten out the room, you would hold that down and then you're going to press the in button on the front of the panel in order to move that motor. Now, hold down both motor buttons and press the in key on the front of the panel until the slide is in the fully retracted position. And press and release the Set Stops button on the back of the wall touchpad to program the retracted stop position. The red light will now start to flash and the green LED will remain lit. You are now ready to set the extended or out stop. Hold down both motor buttons and press the out key on the front of the panel until the slide is in the fully extended position. Now to set that as your stop position, you're once again going to need to press the Set Stops button on the back bottom left side of the panel. That's how you program the extended stop position. Now, if both LEDs flash rapidly for 1 second and then shut off, the control has been programmed correctly and is now in normal operation mode. If the switch flashes rapidly for 10 seconds, the stops were not correctly set. If after trying this again you still get a fault code, you can refer to the slide out owner's manual to diagnose the fault. You can determine this by counting the flashes. Green is which motor, 1 or 2, and then red, what fault code. For example, you will see 1 green flash, 4 red, 1 green, 4 red, etc. to indicate that motor 1 has a fault code 4. Now remember, the control must be programmed correctly before it will operate in normal mode. In a case where your stops have been cleared and they are not reset properly, you'll find that your slides won't be able to move in an outward direction. So if you find them stuck in one position, then you simply need to set the in stop, and then you'll be able to move the slides out and set the extended stop. Thank you, and once again, this is Gareth Madison from Dynamax, and let us know what other tips and tricks you'd like to see in future videos.